And we're live, which means it's Monday. Hello, happy Monday, everyone. It's so fun to see you all gathering over in the chat before the show starts and talking and making friendships. And I got to tell you, I love that about this community and just the reseller world. Actually, it's not the whole reseller world. It's you, eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, the non-Amazon people. Now, and I'm not saying anything bad about Amazon. It's just that, and I know some of you also sell on Amazon, but your main gig is more of the run your own business kind of thing versus sending stuff into Amazon kind of thing. I don't want to get in trouble for saying anything bad about Amazon sellers. I was one. It's just, it's very structured to me, and I'm not a structured person. So me and Amazon didn't get along too well. And I don't like that kind of sourcing. Okay, so I'm digging myself out of that hole. But welcome. Oh my goodness. If you're watching this on the replay, I go live every Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. And we are just shooting off the hip with questions and comments and things that happen right over here in a live chat, where I can answer those questions as they come up, but also we can kind of roll with whatever comes our way. I did pick the topic of pricing strategy today because I get a lot of questions about this over in my Facebook group that I run, Niche to Profit on eBay, Etsy, and more. If you have not yet joined that group, I encourage you, there is a link down in the description. I don't know if it's down there while we're live. I know it's down there once I'm not live. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's very easy to find. And come over, answer a few questions to get into the group, and we're happy to have you. All right. Oh my goodness, there is one thing, guys. Bear with me one moment. Also, I just did a post in, here we go. I just did a post over in the community tab. If you go to my channel, the homepage of my channel, there's a community tab where I post some questions. Sometimes I'll put some sneak peek pictures. I'll do different stuff there. Right now, there's a question that has to do with the formatting of my videos, which those of you who watch my videos every day, I would love your input. So if you could go over there and answer that question for me, I would be happy. You can also answer it, if you're watching on the replay, you can answer it right here in the comments as well. But I did set that up. And I'm looking like so many of you are here. I couldn't possibly say hello to everyone. I always would feel bad that I left somebody out. But hello, hello, hello. I see all of you, and it's so good to see you here. So I have a little fan mail to go through today, as well as the topic. Since you guys are here live, what would you like me to do first? Or would you like me to do a little of both at a time? I see, that's what I mean. We can, it's your hour. So you tell me, fan mail first or fan mail after we talk about pricing strategy? You guys tell me. You know, I put long sleeves on today because it was cold this weekend. I kept freezing. I kept having to run to get my jacket. So I thought, oh, today I'll just put a long sleeve blouse on. And now I'm sitting here sweating. And I think it's about time for one of my children to crank on the AC so mama don't sweat. You want the fan mail first. Okay, all right, all right. I had Rachel help me open everything. Uh-oh, I'm getting kind of a mix. Pricing, fan mail, pricing, fan mail. Okay, it looks like the votes are for the fan mail first. So we're gonna get through that real quick. Oh, you know, I could even talk pricing strategy while I'm opening fan mail. Let's see how we can kind of mix the two together. Let me start talking a little bit about pricing. I'll open some fan mail and we'll see how we can mix it all together. How would that be? Let's do that. Let's do that. So let's first talk, what is pricing strategy? What is pricing strategy? Pricing strategy is simply that. It is, we don't order things from a wholesale manufacturer who tells us this is the price you should put on this. We don't get the luxury of that. I mean, those who purchase wholesale get price sheets and they get the manufacturer suggested retail, and boom, pricing is super easy, right? But even then, big retail stores have pricing strategy. For instance, now I don't know the exact little workarounds to this, but there's codes in the Walmart tags. There's codes in like some of the like Kohl's tags. Different retail stores even have like some different pricing strategy things that they use. I do not know what just happened there. Okay, that was weird. So every retail business uses pricing strategy, and they've thought it out. It isn't just something, they don't just get the stuff in and go, oh, well, let's just price it this way. Now, as resellers, we have to look at different things. We are selling a variety of used goods, and it's not often clear how things affect that ultimate price compared to what it was originally, especially vintage stuff that we know sold for, pennies of what it would sell for today. So it's a little tougher. So we rely on research tools to go and look things up, mainly the eBay listings, both active and sold. We want to see you have to look at the sold, of course, and see the prices realized, but you also have to look at the active and supply and demand. So it could be that there once was a big supply of a certain, I'm good with holding something in my hand. So let's say I go to actives and there are like 100 of these listed, and they're all over the place. They're from $15 to $50, right? That makes it really hard to come up with a price. And you're like, I don't know what to price it at. And you go over to solds though, and you see that the ones that are selling in the $15 to $25 range. So that kind of gives you an indication that it's going to be more in that range. Now, same thing. If you go over and you only see 2 of these listed, and you got one at 15 and one at 50, and you go over to solds and you see those $25, $30 solds, then you know you can price in the higher price range because there's still demand, but there's less availability for people to choose from. And that one that's priced super low, it's going to get bought and fall off. And you have to be careful that you don't do your comps based on that person who listed that item too cheap at that $15, right? So it's not just cut and dried. There is some critical thinking that goes into determining your pricing. Because just think of it, if everybody came over and used that $15 comp and started pricing at $15, well, that's where the price is going to stay, right? But if you saw that and go, this is better than that, and started increasing that up to a $30, $40, $50 price range, and now other sellers coming along price at that $30, $40, $50 price range, you've just doubled the value of that item, because value on this stuff literally is supply and demand. There's no rule, there's no law that tells us what we have to price this at. The goal is to price it where it will sell in a reasonable amount of time. That's the goal. But we have some things that we can work with. Okay, now I'm going to open a piece of fan mail, and then we'll get back to that. How's that? I'll work that in. All right, this is from, who is this from? It says P. Barden. And I absolutely, I had a frog in my throat today. I absolutely love this card. Success consists of getting up once oftener than you fall down. Ain't that the truth, guys? There you go. There you go. You will fall down upon this journey. You will have mistakes. You will have problems. You will have setbacks. Just get back up. I love that. And I don't see anything. I love her message. I'm going to read it. This is from Patricia Barden. I hope she doesn't mind that I'm going to read this. It says, I found this at an antique store. It's not antique, but it is so Danny. I saw it, I grabbed it, and I said, I have got to send this to Danny. These cards I bought also made me think of you. It so embodies the message you send out to all of us. I want to say thank you for all you have said and done that has encouraged me to become an official reseller. You are an encouragement to all of us in the reselling community. My thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, and so enjoy being allowed to be part of your family. Like, that is so awesome. She is Grand Picker on eBay and Poshmark. Thank you. And now I'm excited. Rachel's over here on the outskirts because she knew I was opening this stuff, and she wanted to sneak peek. So some of you do use codes. Okay, that's good. Codes are good. Nothing wrong with codes. I use codes on my tags down at the, it's a mug, and I got to show you how she boxed this. Look at the little extra protector over the handle. That is a fantastic way to do mugs. Yeah, I have my SKU on my antique mall things includes the price I paid for it, but nobody knows that. And so when somebody makes me an offer on something, I have the antique mall give me the SKU, which tells me how long I've had it down there and what I paid for it, so I know whether to take the offer. Look, you guys, look at him. Thank you so much. I love him. I totally love you. Well, I totally love you too. I have to show Rachel. And I've got some room on my shelves back here to start adding some goodies. Of course, I have to clear them for jewelry sale. But okay, so this next one comes from my friends, Mary Beth and Laura of Fatbird Finds. I go to their Friday night flippin' and sippin' just about every week if I can get there, and they sell 5 items. That's it. They sell 5 items. And I got something in their sale, but the reason I'm opening it here is they threw in a little gift. Actually, did I get a mystery box? No. We wrapped your grumpy bird up in a mystery box. Oh, that's what it is. So they sent me a mystery box that I must open. And yes, Melissa, that means your mystery box is here too. Okay. You guys are all such good packers. I love it. Yep, using the alphabet word for a code. So literally, I got an elephant. Got a little good luck elephant. All right, he's gonna go over here. Yeah, just knowing what that code is, make sure that you just know A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the corresponding number. Do you know, here's a little factoid. If you look at your car's VIN number, I think it's the last 5. Some cars it'll be the last 4, but the last 5 numbers are the wholesale price of that car. I don't remember where I learned that, but I learned that a while ago. All right, get through this paper. Ooh, it's It's so pretty. I can get the paper off. I'm so impatient. I don't take tape off. I just try to rip. Look at that little purdy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This one I bought because I loved it.
I like that one.
You like that one too? All right, let's see. Okay, here's my mystery box. It says Danny on it. I don't have it. I didn't open it.
Grab you a butter knife.
Why don't you? Here, I'm going to toss this to you and you open it. And then bring it back to me. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about pricing while you're doing that. Well, you got to catch it because it might be breakable.
I'll just come.
Yes, come and get it. They're saying hi, Rachie.
Hi.
So when using codes, where do you put that info on eBay? You have a place to put a custom field. Let me kind of show you the back end of my eBay here, where you can put that. Stand by. Ah, come on. Okay, let me share my screen with you. Okay, so I am on the back end of my eBay. Let me blow this up a little bit so you can see it. So down here, see this custom label right here? So I can add whatever I want right there. Boom. You can put the location it's at. You can put your, this is where I used to put my little code so I knew what I paid for something to know whether I could take an offer or not, even on eBay. So this is a handy dandy little spot to put information. And if you use List Perfectly, they still have the option to add that custom field, that custom label for you. Yeah. Okay. So while she's opening that, let's talk a little bit now more about pricing strategy for eBay sellers. And I'm going to specifically kind of gear this to eBay. But you can use this on other sites as well. Now, what I will recommend you never do, and I'm going to say never on this one, never sign up for like any of the sites who do this special. We'll price it for you. We'll adjust the pricing down if it doesn't sell. I am not a fan. I am not a fan. That can work on commodity items that have a shelf life. So if you're selling things, you know, like foods or things that with expiration dates, that could be a good strategy to make sure that they sell. But for the vintage and antiques and the collectibles, prices usually end up going up on this stuff, not down. You know, as things become more scarce, we can raise prices, not lower prices. And that's one of my big strategies. If you have an item that's not selling, look at your price, but look and say, maybe I need to increase the price. And the psychology behind that is there are people out there who are not bargain shopping. They're looking to get something and be able to brag that they have this high-priced item in their collection. There really is people like that. And not everybody's a bargain shopper. And that's where you have to get out of your own head and remember you are not your customer. I would never buy anything from myself. I just wouldn't. It's not where I like the price point to be. But I have to remember I'm not selling to myself. I am selling to the people out there that have money to spend. And so you need to remember that. Don't make your target the bargain shoppers. Reason being, that usually ends up with the problems. People who have remorse after they buy something, people who are getting something that they know they really shouldn't have bought, and so then they want to return it. So being in the higher end price range helps to avoid a lot of those problems. Oh, it's open now. Okay. So they always send really cute little cards and stuff, and I got a little Scrabble tile. They take a lot of really awesome care in their packaging. Oh, it got me a martini cocktail. Oh, it's got the recipe on the back. Nice. I don't think I've ever had a martini. Oh, and then we have cantaloupe mousse. Rachel's going to want that one. Yeah, it's a recipe card for cantaloupe mousse. Ooh, there's all kinds of goodies in here. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's open up the biggest item first. Hello, everyone who's coming in a little bit late. We're doing a little mix of talking about the pricing strategy, and I'm opening some fan mail. Oh, look at the little bird. See, I knew he was coming in there. Let's see. You can sit down here next to my tortoise.
I'm gonna steal the little bird.
You're not going to steal the little bird. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in little packages here. This is a great idea, having all the little stuff. And then they hide it with this, so I couldn't really see it was in there. But we've got a little, looks like a little Wade. Yep, this is a Wade Whimsy poodle. Put you right there. And we got another. You got a Fenton basket the other day for $4. It's about 10 inches to 12 inches. I'm just not sure how much to price it at. All right. Oh, look at this little guy. How sweet is he? He's a little mouse. You go up there with your friend. So, Debbie Banks, you know, without seeing it, first I would run comps. I would go look for something similar. Looky what I got. Oh my goodness, he's so cute. Let me see. Look at him. It's a little tortoise bracelet. I wonder if I could wear that as an anklet. I've got really tiny ankles. I might, oh, it's got an extender. I think I'm gonna wear him as an anklet this summer. Okay, you go up here. Sorry, now I'm distracted. Here's a little packet with a little miniature Scotty tissue and Scott towels. How cute is that? We've got some stir sticks. Stir sticks can be really collectible. Okay, so I would, oh, got a little Santa Claus. I would go look at comps. I would go, like I just gave the example, find out first what others like it are available for, how many there are, and how many have sold and at what price range. And then, you know, you've got only $4 into it. You've got a lot of wiggle room. Got another little birdie. You've got a lot of wiggle room. So if you price high, you've got room to take nice juicy offers, right? Or make offers to watchers even, to be a little aggressive and use that psychology to get the items sold. So let's talk about offers. Let's talk about offers. I got another Wade. It's an elephant. I'm gonna put you over here with the other elephant. Let's see if I can multitask. I'm swirling here. Okay, I got everything. I bet Melissa's excited to get her mystery box now. Look at, it's a pretty scarf. Oh, it's a, it's got horses on it. Yes, it's a CW Classic scarf with horses. It does have horses. You see the horses? I see horses. This is lovely. Thank you, Mary Beth and Laura. That is awesome. Love it. Love their mystery boxes. Okay. I'm not going to open one till I answer this question. So I get way too distracted. What percentage does eBay get on sold items? Depends on the category, and it depends on whether you're on managed payments. If you are not on managed payments yet, if your payments still come through PayPal, you are paying around 10% commission or final value fee plus about a 3% to PayPal. Okay, so keep that in mind. So about 13%. If you are on managed payments, it's 12.35% for top rated seller. See, I even get confused over the fees sometimes. I believe it's around 12.35%. Now, the kicker is they're also charging that percentage on the total collected, which includes the sales tax. So it's evening out to be about the same as it was when we were on PayPal, give or take. There are certain categories where it's higher. It just depends on the category. Like books and media is higher. I think they're like 14%. So always something to keep in mind. And on Etsy, what is it? 5% on Etsy and 20% on Poshmark. So you have to know what those fees are. You have to know where you can go with your offers. Now, this is why I also price high, because it gives me that wiggle room no matter what site I cross list to do that aggressive offer accepting and offer sending. So on eBay, when I send offers to watchers, I'm generally in the, I'm sending 25% off. And I can go as low as 50% off depending on how long the item has been in my inventory. I generally don't have to do that though. Generally, I'm at the 25%. And when offers come in, I'm generally at that 25 percentile. So I've cushioned my pricing to allow for that. And then people feel really good about having that offer sent to them or having their offer accepted. It's all very psychological. If you start the item right where you want it to sell, let's say I want to get $15 for Mr. Snowman.
Santa.
Little Santa. And if I price him at $15 and an offer comes in for 10, I'm going to be, what's the word? Like that, you're going to get that low ballers. I hate when people they don't want to pay what stuff is worth. Come on, you thought it, right? Well, you set that up. If you really want $15 and you're going to allow for offers, price them at $20. Now $15 is where somebody makes the offer, they feel good about it, you feel good about it, and so on and so on. Now, if you only paid $1 for Mr. Santa and somebody comes in with an offer that's less than that 15 and is still a good profit margin for you, don't mess it up by sending a counteroffer. And I see this a lot. I see the sale go bye-bye because we want to squeeze out that extra dollar or two. And I'm going to encourage you, can't go broke making a profit. So if somebody offers me $10 for Santa, I'm probably going to take it if he's been in my store a little bit of time. I don't do that when I'm freshly listing stuff. That's if it's been around a while. So be sure when you've got that fish on the hook and you're like reeling them in, they have sent you an offer. They are interested. They want it. If it is a decent offer with a good profit margin for you, take it, take it, take it. Because here's the other thing that happens when you do that. eBay goes, oh, this seller is willing to sell stuff. We're going to push more of their stuff out because eBay wants sales. That's called conversion. eBay wants that. So if you're getting conversion, they're going to push more of your listings out to more people. And here comes the trash truck. I guess the trash truck is always going to come at about 1:30 on Mondays now. Go figure. So yes, so don't get too greedy, and especially on the high price stuff. Like for instance, I have a vase priced at $750. It's possible I could get $750 for it. It's very possible. It's a good vase. I think it's worth that, but there has to be that right person out there that's going to find it and want it at that price. More than likely, I'm going to get an offer. If they offer me $500, am I going to take it? What do you guys think? Oh, and let me just say, I only paid $20 for the item. I only paid $20 for it. If I get that offer, you know, $400 or $500. 500 will be like no brainer for me to take it. 400, I'd have to think about it a little bit. And at the end of the day go, yeah, you know what? That's a really good sale. So always think about that. What do you consider a short amount of time? So I generally don't start discounting in the first 30 days. I give it a month. A month lets it get out on Google. A month lets it get the maximum amount of eyeballs on the item before you start dropping the price. So I say 30 days. Really, I don't have the time to go in and mess with it even that often. 90 days is where I start marking down. And at 6 months is when I start considering half off. And that's just worked really, really good for me in my sales. Anne says, I paid up $15 for a vintage crock. I priced at 35. Let me show everybody what I'm reading. I priced at 35, got offer for 25. I countered at 30 and the sale went bye-bye. Was this a mistake? So I think possibly the mistake was not in the offer part of it. The mistake could have been in the pricing. So I'd have to know kind of what the, and tell me what the crock is. Give me a brand, give me something I can go search for and find your crock right now on eBay. And this is a good practice. I can't send me a link. I don't want an item number. I want the keywords you use to describe your crock, and let me see if I can find it. And if I'm a crock shopper, is that a thing? Crock shopper, kind of like that. It should come up. Okay, so let's start there and let's see where your pricing is. Let's do that. Let's do that. And while I'm waiting on the lag to show me your answer on that, I'm going to open another piece of fan mail. This is from Sandy and Auto. Trisha from Sandy and Auto. Thank you for all that you do for reselling community. A gift to you from Trisha. Sandy does some really cool live sales with really nice stuff. I bought many things from Sandy's sales. She has quite an eye for goodies that she sells. So I want to give her a little plug there. Melissa, I know you know when Sandy's sales or Trisha's sales are. Her channel is Sandy and Auto, but her name is Trisha. But I know Melissa knows. I know Melissa knows. Okay. Let me freeze my chat over here so that doesn't go away. Wesson Oil Vintage Crock. Okay, as soon as I open this, we're going to go back and we're going to look and see if I can find that. I'm already like super duper digging this. This is awesome. This is awesome. He put his little shell on. Look at him. Look at him. He's a jar. Store goodies. I love him. Yay. I'm going to have to build more shelves for my turtle collection. Fortunately, most of them are small. Okay, we're going to go look. Whoop, boop, boop, boop. Wednesdays and Saturdays. Do you know what time, though, Wednesdays and Saturdays? Is Trisha here? Sometimes she comes to the chat. Okay. All right. I got you. I got you. Wesson Oil Vintage Crock. So let me share my screen. Wesson Oil. I'm just going to say crock. I'm not going to put the vintage in there. So I got 9 results. 9 results. Now I'm going to price by highest first because that's what I do in my research. I don't know if this is 1 or 2. So we got one. This is at auction for 30. Here we go, $54.99 with free shipping. Oh, we're going to talk about free shipping, guys, because free shipping is a pricing strategy. So we are going to talk about that. We've got $35.99, $34.90, and $35.99. So, Anne, is this one yours or is this one yours? Is it the one that's on sale or is it the one that's not on sale? And of course, I'm going to have to get down here in the comments. Wait, I'm reading. I'm making my way down there. Thank you. Thank you for instructing me how to use StreamYard. I appreciate that, Rachel.
You don't know how to use the computer.
She's telling me I don't know how to use the computer.
35
Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. She's on more than Wednesday, though, I thought. The $35.99 is yours. Okay, so I see a couple things here. You have it in promoted listings, and this is an item that doesn't need to be promoted. And I hope this shows you that. Look, there's only 9 listings. It's always going to come up. So you don't need to promote it. And being a sponsored might actually deter a buyer. So some people don't like to see sponsored ads. So we go in here. Now you had it at 44. So, okay, this is great because we can talk about this pricing strategy as well. Of where you price high and then you do a markdown sale and give a percentage off. And I will tell you, I do this too. In fact, you just made me think that I have not updated mine in quite some time, and I need to do that because my categories are not showing on sale. So, thank you. This is perfect. Wednesday afternoon and Saturdays after Pamela's sale, approximately 10 p.m. Got it. Okay. All right. I'm not done opening fan mail. I'm not done. I got more. Just mixing back and forth so nobody gets bored. So remember, this is the other thing that eBay is going to do. They're going to throw other people's listings in here. They're going to throw lots of other people's listings in here, which drives me batty. Then we get down. So I don't think your price is bad. Now, based on these results, let's go over to solds. Remember, I'm still sorted by highest. We've got one that sold. Okay, they're selling for more than 50 bucks. They are selling for $50. So there's a key. And then they go down. Yeah, no, I see, looking at this, I probably would not have taken, because you paid $15 for it, you need to get a certain margin. So yes, and this is a perfect example. Look, somebody sold one for 10. Somebody sold one for 13, 16. You have to ignore those because you can also see somebody sold one for 25 and somewhere around 40, 39, 37, and the 50. I look at the 50 and go, there's somebody willing to pay $50 for this. So no, I would not have accepted that same offer. I would have done what you did and I would have countered. So let's talk about putting things on markdown. This is another thing you can do. And this is really my strategy. I have categories in my store. Let me show you my store. So here's my store. See over here on the side, I have categories and one of them is special values. And this is my bad. This should be on sale. If you go down in here, these should all be marked down, and I'm ashamed that I have totally forgotten to do this. I have to renew it every month, and I did not renew it for April. So here's what I do is I go in, I do a markdown sale. Oh, you guys want to see me do this live? I could just do it right now. Hold on one second. Let me just do something real quick. Get into the right screen.
Someone said something you might want to see.
Wow, that disappoints me to hear you say that about sponsored. I started promoting all my items a few weeks ago and my sales have increased dramatically. It's going to depend on the item. I'm not saying not to sponsor at all, but I'm saying it needs to be a strategy. It shouldn't just blanket be all of your items, because a lot of those items would sell without them being sponsored. So why give eBay that extra percentage? You're giving eBay more money to sponsor those products. When if there's only a handful listed, you're going to show up first anyway. Those are for items where there's hundreds of the same listing and you want to be sure that you show up on that first page or close to it. So that's what you have to know is, like, what are you listing? And I mean, I am much, much less likely to go after an item that shows sponsored than not. It's a psychological thing, you know, for the things that I'm looking for. So just keep that in mind. There's no one size fits all in the antiques collectibles world. It really depends on the item that you're selling. Okay, I'm going to put this back up here. So I'm in the marketing tab, promotions, and what I want to do is create a promotion. I'm going to do a sale event markdown, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to do a 25% off. I'm not going to offer free shipping. Okay, I got to leave time to talk about that too. I create rules, and this is why I have categories to do this. So I have categories that things are in, so that I can just go in here, do a store category, special values. Oops. I don't want it to be the whole special values. I want it to be my 25% off category. All right. It's going to show me all the items down here that are going to be included. I'm going to save and review. And it's literally this fast, guys. I can give it a name. I can say spring. Oops. Spell it right. Spring clearance. Oops. I think my keyboard is dying. All right. I want it to start right now. And it's going to run. I'm going to have to renew it after May 19th, which is kind of a pain, but that's okay. It says it may take up to 12 hours from the start time for the sale event to begin. So you're not going to see it right away, but it'll be there. You do have, oh, this is where I want to put spring clearance. Pick one of the pictures to be your main picture. I really wish it would pick something other than Christmas, but it is what it is. And oops, you know what I did not, did I do it? Oh, I must have. Look at that. So now it'll show pending until it goes in and loads all those items. And it also shows you your previous, it shows you what your sales are from the previous markdowns. Okay, so that's how I do mine. That's simple. And that's the beauty of having an eBay store and creating categories and having that sales category. Do you have to have a store to do markdowns? I don't know where to find that. That's a good question. I think you do. I think you do. I think it's one of the perks of having a store. What are my thoughts on charity listings? If you want to donate to a charity, I think charity listings are fantastic. I know that charities do get the money. I managed a charity's donation flow, and they do get those payouts once a month. And when you donate a percentage, you can donate up to 80% of the price of the item, and you will get a discount on your final value fee. It used to match it. I don't know if it still matches it. I know they've been making some changes, but you do get a percentage off your final value fee that kind of helps adjust for that. And it probably does give you a little perk in the search algorithm because eBay likes that. So I'm not opposed to it. Just make sure you're not getting that money. So you have to figure that into your margins. Pricing has to do with the condition of the item also. Something could be priced less, but not in the best condition. That is absolutely true. That's why in the antiques collectibles world, it's not one size fits all. You have to look at all the little things that go into pricing that item. Okay, I'm going to, oh, that one's really heavy. Oh, okay. We're going to wait on that one. I've got one here. Let's see. I got a note. So Josie Lance says she's been having fun shopping for these things that she's sending. Would like to help with Jordan's adventure. So please put what you can sell in her fund account. That is so sweet. Oh, it may not be much, but every little bit, you know what? Every little bit does help. So for what she's referring to is that Jordan is going to this fancy schmancy model camp that she was accepted into. The Coco, oh, it's been a while since I've talked to Coco Rocha. Something. In fact, okay, you guys are going to hear it here first. Thank you, Rachel, for here. If you want to start digging stuff out and opening it so I can concentrate on talking. I am going out there this weekend, and part of what we're doing is she is shopping specifically for her model camp trip, which is happening in August, beginning of August. And she has already, the fund got to almost $1,700. So she has almost made her goal of $2,500 to pay for the trip. Now that doesn't include her airfare and all the other stuff she has to do to get there. So that is strictly the paying for the model camp itself that she did the GoFundMe for. But for everyone who has contributed, thank you, because all of those $5 and $10 absolutely added up and has made her dream come true. So this is much appreciated, and I will make sure that we mark this on our live sale spreadsheet that this money goes to Jordan's fund. So some of the things are, we got little angels. Look at this little girl. Look how sweet she is. Oh, she's a Norcrest.
Cow.
And Rachel's trying to show you, there we go. Rachel's trying to show you a cow. And then we have a little January girl here. All right, there's lots of little stuff in here. Lots of little stuff. I sold an item the other day. I had an offer. I didn't respond. And next thing I know, it's sold for full price. Okay, so there's another phenomena that happens by, oh, it's a salt and pepper cow. There's another thing that happens by not jumping and accepting those lower offers right away. Let it sit, because any engagement with customers gives you a boost in search for a short time. So when an offer comes in on an item, that item is getting a little bump up in search for others looking for similar things. So yeah, that happens so many times. Sit on it just a little bit. If that offer is not what you wanted it to be, you may be surprised. We've got a Froggy
puzzle box.
paperweight. He's very cool. I'm going to hand these to you to put over on the live sale shelves, please. Here. We only got 10 more minutes-ish. We've got a butterfly puzzle box. This is fantastic. Look at that. Ooh. Okay, I don't have time to play with them a whole lot.
I can try to get it.
Oh, he's got the little, okay, we'll have to play with that later. Because there's more stuff. There's more stuff. Oh, look at her. It's like a little wooden kokeshi doll. How do we send offers if eBay doesn't suggest it? You don't. It's got to be, you know, eBay determines that by people who are watching your items. All this paper. I'm sorry. All the crinkling paper. People who are, show them. No, don't put it on the shelf without showing them. People who are watching your items, eBay will alert you to, but keep this in mind too. You only get to send an offer one time to that person. And I am really, really bugging eBay to change that if they're still watching the item, say a month later, that they go back into the offer to watch or flow, so that I, you know, when I'm lowering my prices down. Is that paper really loud, you guys? Because it's really loud on this end with both of us opening stuff.
It's a puppy.
So again, you want to be strategic. You want to be intentional about those offers that you're sending. You know, really think about it. Don't just do it willy-nilly. Here, I'm going to let you open those, and I'm going to show these. These look like they're on cedar. These little tile guys. The back looks like cedar to me. Those are really nice.
It's a little owl shelf.
You gotta get it. You actually have to show him. Oh, he's cute. Is he cloisonné? He does. He's cloisonné. Cloisonné. We have a little imperial porcelain trinket box. Look at that. That is very sweet. It's got a scripture on it. You know I love my scriptures. Love my scriptures. And we've got a kitty cat. Okay, she's going to open that last one. What do I feel like I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Because, Lorraine, I do remember getting something from you. And I don't know if the box made it in there.
What is this?
This is Weeping Gold. That's what that is.
What is it?
It's a little miniature pitcher, Here's a bottom. Usually they're marked 22 karat gold. This one has the scribbles from the store, which we will get those off. All right. Thank you. Thank you. You need to go back and find my video on how to create categories in your eBay store. Oh, yes. And I do have that video. So here's another thing. I just upgraded Noah's computer because this was his complaint about helping me edit more video. I want to create more of the educational type videos, and those are coming soon, but I have no more editing time in my schedule, so I need Noah to be able to do those. So we are getting that worked out so I can give you all of the how-to videos all in one place, in one playlist, and those are coming soon. And those will be in addition to my thrifting videos, because I can't do them in place of the thrifting videos because I don't get enough people watching them, but I still want to do them. So they have to be in addition to the videos that YouTube is paying me to do. So Tiger is motivated to do his haul video now that you haven't even had lunch yet. Yeah, there we go. I wish eBay would drop watchers after 6 months if they haven't bought or made accepted an offer after that much time. They should get dropped off. I don't know. I think more of a strategy would be if we could continue to send them those offers. Because when I first list something and they watch it, if they get into the mix where they only get the 25% off, and then 6 months down the road, they're still watching and I want to send 50% off, they should get that offer. That might be the piece that makes them buy it. So I don't necessarily agree with that. I love you more. Thank you for your help. Can you see if there is one more package floating around somewhere that is from Lorraine Lowry? Because she says she sent something. And maybe go look at the return addresses and see if it's out there. I do have a huge box of jewelry here that came from Mary Jo. I mean, and it is a big, heavy, and this needs its own video. Like, I can't possibly get through this whole thing of jewelry today. So I'll do an unboxing video of that. I've got lots of jewelry. Like, I got my jewelry jars that I bought that I'm going to do an unboxing video as well. Do you use Terapeak to research items and pricing? I saw eBay's announcement today that Terapeak is now free for all sellers. I'd love to learn more about it. A little, not much. Here's the problem I have with Terapeak. Okay, so Terapeak used to be its own company. And when it was its own company, the data was fantastic. Like, you could look up your competitors. You could look up if that seller that sold that same thing sold the same things as you, or they sold clothing and shoes, and that's why they got a lower price. There was so much data you could get on Terapeak, and eBay bought Terapeak and really stripped all that out. And I'm call me jaded, but I believe Terapeak is eBay's way of, I'm not going to say price manipulation, but encouraging sellers to price lower. Oh, you found it. Yay. Maybe.
I can't tell.
I think that's it. Yep. I think that's it. Yay. I think so. Wait. Is it? Let's see. This is from, oh no, this is from chapter 2 vintage. No, that's not it. Look on this and look for the last name Lowry. But thank you. That was a good try. So for that reason, I do not use the information from Terapeak. The other thing is, You can research prices back 365 days, but the pictures are gone. Like eBay strips the pictures out. And so it might work really good if it's a SKU, if it's a commodity item, if it's a thing that, you know what it is, and there aren't any variances. That's probably more where it's useful, but because that's not what I sell, I don't really use Terapeak. I go to Worthpoint. And Worthpoint, I can see the pictures, I can see the description, and I can see the price that it's sold for up to years and years ago, which you don't want to use the years and years ago pricing. Let's be clear on that. But it does give you an idea. Is it high end? Is it low end? Is there, a demand for it? Was the demand greater, in 2016 than it is now? That type of thing. Awesome, Debbie. I love that. You have over 900 items listed, but I'm teaching you things you really need to know. Yeah, awesome. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And I'm not, okay, I'll look for it and we'll have to do it next time. I'm sorry, Lorraine. I thought, oh, she's stepping on the dog. Oh, Peanut is so sensitive. Yeah, Terapeak goes back 1 year, but you can only see the last 30 days ones to see details. Yeah, which is like, what's the point? It's really geared toward more of a fast-paced commodity type thing. eBay amazes me that they have never wrapped their head around the fact that they have the unique item marketplace. They allowed Etsy to come in and take a big bite of the market share on the antiques and collectibles. eBay has mismanaged the eBay and collectibles market, in my ever so humble opinion. I mean, I have lived this for the last almost 23 years. I have been in that market, and I have been where eBay was a phenomenal place for antiques and collectibles, and they really pushed those sellers to go look elsewhere to sell their goods. That's mismanagement. And I don't know if they can get it back. I know Jordan Sweetnam, he understands that it's not one size fits all, but he also knows that getting anything accomplished in the corporate world is a slow process. But it is still, in my opinion, the best game in town for us. We just need to take control of our business and don't be pressured into doing things like lowering your price because eBay suggests it. Don't be pressured to lower your price because that's the results that eBay shows you. I want you to gain confidence in what that item is that you have in your hand and go, you know what? I know the amount of work involved in this. I know the quality of this. I know even though that seller over there has it for $10, I'm okay putting it at $15 and waiting just a little bit longer, or using the offer thing. So I want you guys to be confident in your business. And it's the same thing when you're out buying stuff. It's like, what is your gut telling you? Was it something pulling you to look at it on the shelf? Like, and you're going, oh man, I know this is a good thing, but I can't find it on my phone. And you put it back, and the next person swoops in and grabs it confidently and makes $25 on it because they just trusted their gut. That's what I want from you. I want you to develop that inner instinct that grows your business because you take some risks and you have those wins, and then your brain gets the endorphins and goes, oh, I did a good thing. Let's go do more of that. And that's how you grow this business. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yes, I will. Oh, Lorraine, I opened it. I saw it. I know what it is. I promise you, I will. I'm going to show it off because it's fantastic. I peeked at that one. I don't know how it didn't make it in here, but it's amazing. All right, now you guys are all going to have to come back to the next live and see what it is. Yep, the scammers like to prey on the new seller. Like, again, it's that confidence. If you get a message that doesn't feel right, don't feel pressured. Don't feel pressured. We feel all of this pressure in our life, in our, in our daily walk, not even just with our business. We're pressured. And we've forgotten that we get to make our own decisions. It's good to get input. It's good to get advice. It's good to hear other opinions. But at the end of the day, you have to make the decision that is best for you and your business and your family and your life, because you only have one opportunity to live this life. That is my mantra. And that comes from years and years of being in a relationship where I wasn't allowed to be me. I wasn't allowed to have an opinion. I wasn't allowed to be smart. And I'm not going to let that ever happen again. And I want to make sure I can help as many other people out there not have that happen to them and not live in that mode, because it sucks. Mima Geo, when you go to print your shipping labels, there's a place where you need to select for it to take the funds from your pending payments. So that's a really easy fix. It's on the actual label flow down toward the bottom. You have to select where you want it to be paid for from. Just watch for that the next time you're printing a label, and it'll switch over. Okay, it is now after 2 o'clock, and kids are going to get picked up soon. I switched days now so that the kids don't get picked up till Monday afternoons. It used to be Sunday, and now Rachel does horseback riding on Monday morning. So we go get our sunshine on Monday mornings now. But I hope I got your questions answered. If you still have pricing strategy questions, because I know we didn't even, free shipping. I've got to touch on free shipping before we end. Let me do this. Free shipping is a pricing strategy. All it means is that you are pushing the price of shipping into the price of the item. And this is where a lot of sellers get into trouble, is not understanding that cost of shipping, and that you have to put that into the item or you're not going to make any money. Free shipping isn't, I'm going to list this for $4.95 with free shipping, thinking that the shipping is free. And I know that sounds simple, but it's true that, I got a package being delivered. But it's true that there are some sellers who go, oh my gosh, I lost money on that item. And that's by not understand. Thank you. That's enough. It's okay. Amazon delivery is a good guy. Okay. So be sure if you're going to do free shipping, you understand the cost of shipping, and you have to include the worst case scenario. So figure your zone 8 shipping for that item. I don't do it anymore. And the reason is buyers now understand the whole mode of free shipping. They know that that shipping is buried into the cost of that item. So they're savvy now. Even Amazon doesn't do free shipping all the time anymore. It's not a thing. People will now pay the shipping. So be careful if that is your strategy, that you truly understand and are competitive with that pricing if you do free shipping. The other reason I don't do free shipping, makes accounting really hard, but also it's very difficult to, what was I going to say? I totally lost my train of thought. Does that ever happen, you guys? I know mine's my low thyroid, and I go like brain fog just sets in. Okay, wait, it's going to come back to me. Okay, mostly I don't do it anymore because, number one, the buyers feel like they're getting a better deal if they can negotiate the price. And I can negotiate the price easier knowing I don't have to think about where they're located. So there's that. And then the other thing is it makes the accounting easier. Like I said, my accountant is very happy that I'm not just combining shipping into the price of the item. But there's a number of reasons. Beth A says, I stopped all free shipping last year. Yeah, it doesn't hurt sales now to stop free shipping. It will make your life easier. What exactly is the handling part? Handling is a fee that you add on top of the cost of shipping. And that's, I do add that on if it's an expensive item that I have to increase the insurance amount on. So for me, that covers extra insurance, but some sellers include $1 or $2 to cover the cost of the packaging and all of that. I don't do that. I leave that zero. I leave that zero. I just charge actual calculated shipping. And that works out really good. And I don't pass on my shipping discount. So as a seller, you get a shipping discount that you have the choice of passing on to your customer. I don't do that because that little bit covers the fees that I'm getting charged on the shipping that's being paid. So that evens that out. Okay, I wanted to cover that because that was important. And now I think we'll wrap it up. If you have any further questions about this, please feel free to leave a comment once this video ends and processes. Leave it down in the actual comments. I do read all my comments. I'm not always able to answer everyone, but I'll be looking for these questions and I will go in and answer your questions. You can also get ongoing help over at the Niche to Profit Facebook group that I run, and I'm in there, and I have fantastic moderators over in there that answer questions. And we want to get everyone successful and happy with this business. Not just successful, but having fun. Because, like, what's the point if you're not having fun, right? All right. Okay. Would it be easier to go flat rate for live sales? I don't think so. I don't think so. Not unless you're selling things that are all the same weight and size, and you know what that shipping's like. I could never do that. I do include a free a shipping credit that works out to free shipping for many items in my live sales. I do. If you spend a certain amount, you're going to get a $15 shipping credit, and for most items, that's free shipping. So I do that for my live sales, and that works really good. All right, everybody, have a fantastic week. Oh, did I mention I'm heading back to San Diego? It is road trip time again. So I will have those videos coming. I will have the jewelry jar unraveling. We will be doing that. I'm excited about these jewelry jars. I paid up for them because they look really good. So we're going to be doing that. And of course, I'll be back at Goodwill and a couple other places, and lots of fun stuff. All right. Oh, you know what I ordered? And I love it because only the people that stayed for this entire video will know this and what's coming up. And I like to honor that. I just ordered a GoPro. So watch for videos to be getting a little more interesting. I'm not going to stop with my phone coverage. I'm going to add additional footage, and we're going to mix it up a little bit and be able to do more stuff. Yeah. So you guys are the first to know. GoPro's on its way. I'm excited about that. We're moving on up. Doing some more fun stuff. I'll have my hands. All right, everyone. With that, go be profitable and make it fun. And we will see you on the next one. Bye, everyone. And thank you, moderators over in the chat who help out. I really appreciate you. Thank you.